Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Police Pursuit. Today we launch a new, fresh series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops. Every reckless choice flips on instant justice mode. Buckle up. Let's roll right now, folks. On January 7th, 2026, a black Toyota Camry refused to yield during a traffic stop and immediately fled, accelerating to speeds over 100 miles per hour through multiple intersections and residential streets. The vehicle drove recklessly, constantly changing direction and forcing officers to pursue while maintaining control of the situation.
Stop! No! Stop!
Multiple tactical vehicle interventions, TVIs, were attempted to end the pursuit. The first made contact with the driver's side mirror but was ineffective. On the second attempt, the TVI was executed cleanly, forcing the vehicle off the roadway and into a roadside ditch, rendering it disabled. Officers quickly moved in, establishing a tactical formation with weapons drawn, and issuing repeated commands for the driver to show their hands. After adjusting positions to avoid crossfire, the driver complied, exited the vehicle, and was taken into custody without further incident. During the investigation, officers observed signs of impairment. Evidence recovered included marijuana, an open container of alcohol, and a substance suspected to be fentanyl. All items were seized, bringing the pursuit to a decisive end with the vehicle fully disabled and the suspect left with no opportunity to flee.
Yeah, I did. Is anybody else in the car with you? Go ahead, 10-15.
At approximately 3:13, Troop K Communications advised that the Saline County Sheriff's Office was pursuing a red Kia Soul on Interstate 30. Units quickly joined the pursuit and became the primary unit as the vehicle exited at Social Hill and continued onto Highway 84. At the intersection with Midway Road, a TVI was executed, making controlled contact with the rear quarter of the vehicle and causing it to rotate and lose control.
Keep your hands up. Hands up.
Don't rush it.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Keep them up. Keep them up. Keep them up. Keep them up.
Within seconds, the vehicle came to a complete stop, ending the pursuit.
Back up just a little bit.
Units quickly moved in and ordered the driver to show his hands. The suspect complied immediately and was taken into custody without incident.
Do it now.
A check confirmed there was only one occupant. No additional threats were found, and the vehicle was secured awaiting tow removal. No injuries or damages were reported.
Like an airplane. Do you understand me? Hey, keep cover on. I'll just keep cover on. Yep. Hey, leave him out. Leave him out. I got it. Y'all just keep cover. Listen. Yeah. Cross your ankles.
Cross my ankles.
On April 13th, 2021, a trooper observed a Ford F-150 traveling erratically on I-16, repeatedly drifting between lanes and nearly striking multiple vehicles. When a traffic stop was initiated, the driver refused to comply, accelerated, and entered I-75, initiating a pursuit.
How are you? 233, 280.
The vehicle continued driving recklessly, making unsafe lane changes using the emergency lane and passing vehicles dangerously. With insufficient units to perform a box-in, the trooper decided to execute a pit maneuver to end the situation before it resulted in a serious crash.
Unknown number of occupants in the truck. Right lane.
Board 169.
Staying on down.
The pit caused the suspect vehicle to rotate and leave the roadway, but the patrol vehicle also lost control, spinning across lanes and sliding into the median before coming to a stop. When officers approached the scene, the vehicle had been abandoned.
Got a pit. I'm not off it. 10-12. 10-12. We're pit. He's off the right shoulder. He's off the right shoulder. He's off the right shoulder.
Further investigation revealed the truck had been stolen, with the suspect believed to be a juvenile who had fled from a nearby facility. The suspect was not located at the scene, bringing a dangerous pursuit to an end as control was lost and only the abandoned vehicle remained.
Head! He's out! He's out! He's out! He's out! Might need you. Alrighty. Hey, one off of right here, one up on the hill.
While on patrol, officers received a broadcast about a black Saturn Aura with no license plate connected to a prior felonious assault on police, which had returned to the Kent County Sheriff Complex. An off-duty deputy spotted the vehicle and notified dispatch.
4130 for those that don't mind, are north and headed back towards personal background.
I copy. It's headed back towards Fuller on Fountain.
Fuller and Fountain. Not,
As units responded, the vehicle drove directly toward a deputy and then fled the complex. Two marked patrol units attempted to stop it, but the driver refused to yield and continued fleeing, ignoring additional attempts to initiate a stop.
Prospect.
Boys on Fulton, as in Prospect.
Fulton and Lafayette, continuing west. We got some GR cars headed this way. They're going right into downtown. I'm gonna try to stop before it goes into downtown.
To prevent danger to morning traffic, a pit maneuver was executed at low speed in an area clear of other vehicles. The maneuver was successful and brought the vehicle to a stop. The driver, Brittany Lee Johnson, resisted arrest and was taken to the ground before being secured by officers. The vehicle was towed and Johnson was transported to the Kent County Jail, bringing a potentially dangerous situation to a quick end before it could escalate further.
I'm gonna reach in. Go to the car.
What did I do? Stop! I don't love you. What did I do? What did I do? Ah! What did I do to you? What did I do to you?
Vehicle, because you got, I smell marijuana, so I gotta check.
You said what? I smell marijuana, so I gotta check.
Officials with the Arkansas State Police said a trooper has been terminated after mistakenly performing a light pit maneuver on the wrong vehicle during a pursuit over the weekend. At approximately 11:45 a.m. Sunday, the trooper observed a white Buick Invista traveling 92 miles per hour on Interstate 630 in a 60 miles per hour zone. The driver, Johnny Williams, 38, was found to have a strong odor believed to be marijuana and was driving on a suspended license. When ordered to exit the vehicle, he refused and fled.
Asbury down Little Rock, 1037.
I'm 30 miles, 1037 on north.
We're 630 east before the 5. We're 630 east before the 5. We're 630 east before the 5. 57 miles an hour.
During the pursuit, the trooper briefly lost sight of the suspect. Moments later, after spotting a white SUV exiting the interstate, the trooper mistakenly believed it to be the suspect vehicle and executed a light pit maneuver to stop it and prevent the pursuit from entering city streets.
30 miles an hour. Yeah. Get out! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Get out of the vehicle! Show me your hands!
I'm sorry. We're just trying to find a place to pull over.
Bro!
What did I do?
I'm sorry, I got the wrong car.
What did I do?
I'm sorry, I got the wrong car. You're good. Get back in the vehicle.
After the vehicle came to a stop, the trooper exited with his weapon drawn and ordered the driver out before realizing the mistake.
39 Little Rock, 1022. Guys, I'm sorry. I had a car fleeing. I thought it was y'all's car. I'm so sorry.
1022, but
1022 the pursuit. I stopped the wrong vehicle.
Williams later turned himself in on January 20th and faces multiple charges. No injuries were reported, but the error resulted in serious consequences for the trooper involved. On April 21, 2026, at approximately 8:34 a.m., a trooper observed a white Dodge Charger run a stop sign on South Hazel Street before turning onto West 13th Avenue. A license plate check revealed the vehicle was stolen, and emergency lights were activated to initiate a stop.
I'm 1037, I'm just turning on Peach Street.
The driver accelerated to around 65 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone, fleeing through residential streets, running stop signs, and making multiple turns in an attempt to evade. The pursuit continued through several intersections before the vehicle came to a sudden stop near South Oak Street. The driver, identified as Courtney Moore, exited the vehicle and fled on foot. After a brief foot pursuit, the suspect was apprehended after slipping and falling in a grassy area. 2 children were found inside the vehicle and were later released to family members.
CFS comments added.
Moore was transported for medical evaluation due to injuries and later faced multiple charges, including fleeing, resisting arrest, endangering the welfare of minors, and various traffic violations, bringing both the vehicle and foot pursuit to an end.
Mitsubishi Eclipse, orange.
Officer Valentin initiated a pursuit of a Mitsubishi Eclipse in Harrison after observing the vehicle speeding. When a traffic stop was attempted, the driver refused to comply and instead accelerated, running red lights and even driving into oncoming lanes at high speed, forcing other motorists to brake suddenly and creating a chaotic and dangerous situation on the roadway. The pursuit quickly escalated as the vehicle continued to accelerate and weave aggressively through intersections, posing a serious threat to public safety. Officer Valentin maintained close pursuit, carefully managing distance while keeping pressure on the suspect, waiting for the right opportunity to safely intervene without increasing the risk to others.
Showing pursuit.
As the pursuit moved onto Highway 397 and traffic conditions improved, Valentin executed a pit maneuver. The patrol unit made precise contact with the rear quarter of the Mitsubishi, causing it to lose traction, rotate sideways, and slide before coming to a stop amid scattered debris, effectively ending the suspect's attempt to flee. Backup units arrived moments later and quickly took the suspect into custody. During the arrest, the individual was heard shouting frantically about their pet before being handcuffed and secured. The incident concluded in a controlled and professional manner, highlighting the composure, decisiveness, and tactical skill of Arkansas law enforcement in handling a high-risk pursuit. At approximately 2:17 p.m. on February 21, 2023, law enforcement assisted the Conway Police Department in a pursuit involving a black Dodge Charger traveling eastbound on Interstate 40. As the pursuit approached the Crystal Hill area, Trooper Carrie Permenter assumed the role of primary unit, taking the lead in a situation that was rapidly escalating.
Four is going to be secondary, 40. 152.
During the pursuit, Permenter's emergency equipment malfunctioned, forcing other units to take over near mile marker 151. By that point, the Charger had accelerated to around 120 miles per hour, aggressively weaving through traffic and even using the shoulder to pass vehicles, creating an extremely dangerous situation for other motorists.
Speeds 112. Press the plate,
The pursuit continued until the vehicle exited the interstate at JFK Boulevard. As it entered West Pershing and speeds began to decrease, officers identified an opportunity to intervene. A pit maneuver was executed with precision, striking the rear quarter of the Charger, causing it to lose traction, rotate, and come to a complete stop, effectively ending the high-speed pursuit. Immediately after stopping, the driver, identified as Corey Simmons, fled on foot. However, officers quickly caught up to him after a short chase and took him into custody following brief resistance. Simmons was medically evaluated before being transported back to Faulkner County to face the appropriate charges.
On Bellevue. Left on Bellevue.
On December 26, 2021 in Pensacola, Florida, a tense pursuit unfolded after law enforcement spotted a traffic violation and attempted to initiate a stop. Instead of complying, the driver immediately accelerated and fled at high speed through multiple roadways, forcing units to engage in an urgent pursuit.
Just 1 second.
The first pit maneuver was executed, causing the vehicle to slightly rotate and lose stability momentarily. It appeared the situation might be under control, but the driver quickly regained control and continued fleeing.
I hit him, he's still running. Remember, he's going back on Bellevue.
Shortly after, a second pit maneuver forced the vehicle off its line, sending it across an open dirt area before it re-entered the roadway. Despite the clear impact, the suspect kept the throttle down and prolonged the chase. A third pit maneuver was deployed in another attempt to end the pursuit, but the driver remained determined, managing to maintain control and continue escaping, forcing officers to keep up the pressure while waiting for a better opportunity. It wasn't until the fourth pit maneuver, combined with a patrol unit blocking ahead, that the vehicle finally lost all control and came to a complete stop. Officers immediately moved in, pulled the suspect from the car, forced them to the ground, and secured them in handcuffs, bringing the prolonged pursuit to an end. The chase not only left the vehicle heavily damaged, but also put numerous motorists at serious risk. The suspect now faces multiple serious charges. What began as a split-second decision to flee ultimately led to a cascade of escalating consequences and a heavy price to pay.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car on the other side now! Get out! Get out that side! Right now.
At approximately 2:39 a.m. on November the 23rd, 2019, patrol units on GA 400 near Lenox Road received information from Atlanta police about a black Mercedes-Benz traveling at speeds up to 125 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone on the I-85 North. Shortly after, a 1990s model Mercedes passed at an estimated 120 miles per hour. Officers immediately activated their lights and sirens and initiated a pursuit. The vehicle exited onto Lenox Road and ran multiple red lights at major intersections, including Peachtree Road, GA 13, and the entrance to I-85 North, even driving in the wrong lanes before merging onto the highway. Due to the extreme danger posed to the public, officers maintained close pursuit while waiting for an opportunity to intervene. Officers executed 2 pit maneuvers in an attempt to end the chase. The first caused the vehicle to spin, but the driver regained control and continued fleeing. The second was also unsuccessful in stopping the vehicle.
Police 786 trying to set in front of the pit. We're taking the exit for North Druid Hills.
After exiting at North Druid Hills Road, the driver suddenly braked, collided with a patrol car, and then drove toward another unit, prompting officers to coordinate a tactical intervention, forcing the vehicle to spin, boxing it in, and using controlled contact to bring it to a stop.
I believe he's setting up for a pit. $10.50, we're trying to block him in right now. We got him up on the curve. Going to go.
Even after being immobilized, the suspect refused to comply. Officers were forced to break a window and deploy a taser twice before successfully subduing and handcuffing the driver. At the scene, the driver showed clear signs of intoxication, including the odor of alcohol, bloodshot watery eyes, and slurred speech. The suspect refused sobriety testing and was transported to a medical facility before being taken into custody, bringing the incident to a close.
It's right behind the semi currently, number 1 lane.
On November 1st, 2023, in Cass County, Missouri, deputies observed a blue Hyundai Elantra on I-49 displaying suspicious behavior, changing lanes without signaling and carrying a loose Kansas plate over a Missouri plate. When deputies attempted a traffic stop near mile marker 162.8, the driver, Michael A. Woodward, immediately accelerated and fled.
Return to the roadway. I couldn't tell if that was a good stick or not. Still northbound, number 1 lane, 67.4, speed's 100. We're switching to the number 2 lane. Coming up on a couple semis.
The vehicle reached speeds of up to 105 miles per hour, passing other motorists and refusing to yield. At the J Highway exit, stop sticks were deployed, which the Hyundai struck before entering the median and nearly colliding with another vehicle.
Speed 79, they're losing some tires. They just lost a tire completely. Still northbound, speeds 58. We can't grapple with these semis right here. Number 1 lane.
Despite losing its tires, the vehicle continued at high speed until traffic conditions forced it to slow. Deputies then utilized a grappler police bumper system to safely bring the vehicle to a controlled stop near mile marker 168.8.
If that peculiar unit can get behind us and block traffic, we'll try to get a grapple. Good grapple, good grapple. Good grapple! Good grapple, 168.8. To a gunpoint. No!
Woodward and a passenger were detained without incident. Investigators confirmed both the Kansas plate and the vehicle were stolen, and the ignition had been tampered with. Woodward later stated he fled because he believed he had outstanding warrants and now faces multiple felony charges.
Driver, open the driver's side door from the outside now!
Tucker, I got it with the PA.
All right, go for it. Passenger, stay where you're at. Driver, show both hands, show both your hands.
Stand up! Don't reach for anything!
Drop your phone.
Stand up!
Drop your phone now!
We have 2 compliant. Walk backwards! Backwards! Stay looking forward! Keep coming! Keep coming! Can you detain him?
Yeah.